Let's go for the toe tickle, shall we? Welcome and welcome back, everybody. Tabletop Toki here, and in today's video, we'll be doing a solo playthrough of Dungeons of the Oak Dell, a solo or multiplayer dungeon diving roll and write experience from Two Acorn Games. During the course of the playthrough, I'll give a tutorial about how the game is played, and be sure you stick around for the end of the video where I share my thoughts about the game in general. A huge shout out to Two Acorn Games for providing me with the PNP files to share with y'all here today, but without further ado, let's get started. Here we have a solo game of Dungeons of the Oak Dell set up and ready to play. Over the course of the game, we'll be traveling throughout the dungeon and fighting monsters, trying to achieve our final goal, which could be either to defeat a final boss or, as in our case today, to complete a ritual. For setup, you'll take a hero sheet and a map of your choice, a writing utensil, and a straight edge. You'll also take the die board and place it out, along with the appropriate number of dice per player. In a solo game, we'll have 3 white and 3 black dice. You'll then shuffle up all the level 1, 2, and 3 monsters, randomly selecting a level 1 monster and placing it face up in front of you. Over the course of the number of rounds indicated on the map, we'll be drafting 3 dice from the die board. The first thing we'll do with the die is take the indicated movement, moving exactly that many spaces from our last location in the dungeon. As we pass over things like potions and torches, we'll pick them up and put them into our inventory. We may also use keys to unlock chests, which will grant us unique items, which will help enhance our character. Then we'll move on to the attack phase. Based on the color indicated on the die board, we will select an unused space around the monster and draw a straight line from there to another unused point. Just like during movement, we may collect skills and items that help us along the way, but if we intersect lines over top of the monster itself, then we will deal damage to it. Once the monster is killed, it'll be replaced with a monster based on the level we're at in our dungeon. If not, however, we'll move on to the monster attack phase. You'll re-roll the die that you used and consult the chart in the bottom right of the monster's board to see how much damage you take. If we ever take damage equal to our health, we have lost the game. In a solo game, after we've drafted our first die, the highest value die will be removed from the board. If there's a tie between black and white, then we'll remove the black die. We'll go back and forth 3 times and mark off our rounds. If we achieve our objective before time runs out, we will have won. And that's all we need to know to get started. So let's go ahead and jump in with our first rule here. We have a white 3, a white 6, and a white 6. Generally, these white dice will not give you as much movement as black dice, but when drafted, the monster will also deal less damage to you. I think we want to go big or go home. Our goal is to trade in 2 of each of our skills at these ritual points in order to win. So we really need a lot of movement. I'm going to take this black 5, which gives us 4 points of movement. So from the start of our dungeon, we can either go right or left. I do see a blue potion here, which will allow us to deal extra damage to a monster, which could be good. But this skill over here also is a little bit closer. What I think we'll do is we'll start working our way that way and pick up a green potion on the way. So here's the entrance, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we picked up a green potion, which means we have that activated here. That will allow us to mark off an unused point to deal damage to the monster. And we landed on a trap. Typically, when you pass over a trap, you'll take damage equal to the level that you're on. So these lighter areas, level 1. But if you land exactly on it, you do not take damage from it. Then we're going to move on to our attack phase. Since we drafted the black 5, we get a blue attack on our mimic here. Now, some of the monsters do have unique abilities. For example, the mimic only takes 4 damage to kill, but if we damage the chest 4 times before it's dead, we'll actually get to unlock an equipment, which I think sounds pretty good. And I'm gonna go from this blue to this red. You're not allowed to measure beforehand. You do start with a yellow potion that allows you to check 1 line draw, but I think we're fine here, and we might also get a key. So here's our blue, and I'm gonna line that up to the red and draw our line. Perfect. We did get a key along with that since we drew through it. And since there are no points of intersection yet with just 1 line drawn, we haven't dealt any damage to the monster, but we have some potential here with the little foot. We have some potential for the chest. And then we're going to roll this black die to see how much damage we take. Okay, we got a 4, which for a black die is 2 damage. That's quite a lot. So we're gonna mark off 2 of these damage hearts down here. Now our AI player is going to remove one of the highest dice, which is this white 6, and we're going to move on to our second die draft. So these 3s do get us 3 points of movement, but we've already taken 2 damage. We might just want to take the 2 points of movement instead. which we could get this well, which would allow us to heal 2. But if we move further, that 6 is going to be gone. And then we'll be left with another 3 here. So I think that that's a fair thing to do. So we'll draft this white 6, giving us 2 movement, and we'll go 1, 2, and we'll fill in 2 more health from visiting that well. The next thing that's going to happen is we are going to get a green attack. So let's see, we could definitely damage the chest. I'm wondering if we can also get this little foot here somehow. I think we would get it with this red, but then we do 1 point of damage to the monster and we don't get that chest. So instead, I think I'll go from this green to this blue. Oh, we also want those double drop skills in order to complete that section of our rituals. So we have here and here. Let's line it up. Did we get it? Yes, perfectly through the middle. So that gains us a damage icon. When we deal damage, we can cross one of these out in order to deal an additional damage. But for our case, we want that second skill to use in the ritual. Here we can negate damage from 1 attack, and then we can also move 1. Then the monster is going to attack us. We roll the white die, which is a 6. Wow, so that's 1 point of damage. Now, it is worth mentioning that if we end in a lit space that has a torch or use a torch beforehand, we'll actually decrease the value of that die by 2, which in this case would put us at 4, which is still 1. So it's a good thing we didn't waste 1 there, I suppose. Then these are tied, so it'll take a black die, which is a 3. And I think we want this black 3 for our last one, which gives us 3 points of movement. So we left off at the well. We'll go back out 1, 2, and why don't we take this yellow potion as well, which will give us a free measure. That's not great, but it also gets us closer to here, and we do have a key, so maybe we can unlock this chest. And then we have a red point. So we could definitely intersect. Now, if we intersect here, we would do 2 points of damage. If we go here, we would get 1, maybe 2. But I'm thinking we want to go this safe route and maybe go through this red to yellow. If we go red to red, I think we can get this shield, which actually might be really good. So let's try that out. So we have red to red. And hopefully we do some damage as well. All right, let's check the results. I think it's right on his elbow and right on the chest. So we do our first point of chest damage here. And then we also do our first point of actual damage to the fleshy part of the mimic as well. Then the monster is going to attack us. Do we want to use a torch is the question. It's going to do 2 damage to us if it rolls a 3 or higher. So I think it's fair to use a torch this time. Let's see, we have a 3, -2 for a torch, which is a 1. So we only take 1 damage instead of the 2. That's fine. We're gonna save that dodge for another bigger instance of damage, I think. And that is the end of round 1. We haven't made a whole lot of progress yet, but as we get more potions, spells, kill monsters, I have faith that that will improve. Let's roll our dice for round 2 here. Okay, what did we get? We have a 2, a 5, and a 6 in white. 2, 5, 6, and in our black dice, we have a 2, a 3, and a 6. Okay, so now we really have to be careful of these colors as well, because if we don't have any remaining, then the monster will flee and we won't have a chance to kill it. So I'm looking at that 4. 4 movement is really good. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would put us in the light. Oh, we could get our chest. Yes, let's do that. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Using this key to unlock the door and get a chest. So we can get -1 to each die roll, which seems pretty good. We can also get 1 less heart on black dice if we're in the light, or 1 more damage if we're in the dark, 1 more damage if we're in the dark, using blue as wild, or not taking monster damage when we end on a trap. I think getting the overall subtract 1 from each die rolled seems pretty good. But doing more damage also seems pretty good. Or just getting 1 less heart from black dice if we're in the dark. Those all seem great. We did take a black die and we are in the dark. So let's go ahead and take this one, which allows us to take 1 heart less of damage from black die rolls when we're in the dark. And we have a yellow here. So I definitely want to try to get rid of the rest of this chest. We have a yellow point here, here, and here. If I go straight down, I'll probably get 2 hits, it looks like. Here We'll get nothing, nothing. We would probably get his arm a little bit, and that point there, let's use a measure to just make sure of what that looks like exactly. I'm gonna pull it a little closer to me as well. So yeah, we would get 2 points on the chest and 1 fleshy point there, which seems pretty good. So I think that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. And let's line it up right in the middle. Unfortunately, we missed that skill, but it is what it is. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we did 2 points because they intersect right on that point. So it's per line intersected. So they're going to take 2 points of damage. 1, 2. Also, it's a little difficult to see, but if I raise the marker a bit, yeah, we also just barely nicked the very top of the chest there. So we'll mark that off as well. I would really love another equipment, so I need to get that at the same time with dealing that last point of damage. Okay, then we're going to take damage from our monster. We only have 1 more torch, but we do get 1 less damage overall, so I think we'll be okay. We rolled a 5, which is 2 points of damage, but we take 1 less because we're in the dark because we have that special body armor. And that is that. They're gonna draft the highest die, which is a 6. And then it's our turn. We have to be careful. Again, we only have green. If we use a skill to connect to a previously drawn point, we could get those 2 chest points. Is there a way that we could kill the monster though? Oh, actually, that would hit the tongue twice, I think, which means we would not get those chest points. If we do a blue, however, we would definitely get it. Or this green here, or yellow. Okay, so we're good on anything except for red. So this die is out, otherwise the monster will flee. Actually, this yellow one, did I speak too soon? If we go up here to the blue, it would be okay, I think. Could also get 1 chest and probably close to the arm. Hard to suss out exactly if we would be able to do enough to get the item and kill the monster in 1 go, but I think we need to try. So I'm going to take this black die for 3 movement and a yellow attack, I think. So let's take that. We're gonna do 3 movement. We're at the chest. 1, 2, 3. We're in the dark, so we'll take 1 less overall damage from this die. And then we have yellow, right? Yes, yellow. Okay, so we wanted to use this skill to connect to a previously connected point. And we're going to do that. Ooh, I think straight down the middle. No, because that's where the tongue is. We're going to go over this way from this yellow point here. So this requires a hefty amount of precision as I wobble it. So we have 2 on the chest for sure there in that intersection, which grants us an item of our choice. We didn't do any damage here, unfortunately, but hopefully next time. We do get our mask though. Let's do that. So we're just going defense. I would like to not die. We're going to be able to gain these 2 skills here, which are defensive skills, which allow us to negate 1 damage each. And we can get this instant skill, which negates damage from 1 trap. Let's roll our die. 1, hey, that's great, which becomes a 0 with our new fancy mask. Even if we were taking any damage, we're in the dark too, so we get -1 heart, which is pretty good. This 5 is gonna go away. We don't have a red point here to connect from. Do we have a green? Yes, we do. So we have to take this 2, which gives us 1 point of movement. We move onto the trap so we don't take damage because we're landing there. And then we have a green. Where can we get a fleshy bit? Oh no, we only have these 2 green and this yellow. And we don't have another connection that we can do. But we can use this green potion to cross off 1 of these points and deal 1 damage to our monster. That has killed it. We get to take a skill. Let's go ahead and take another one of these connection skills, which also unlocks 3 movement. Pretty good. The monster is dead, so it won't attack us back. We're gonna set that off to the side. And looking at our board here, we are actually in a level 3. Oh my gosh, okay. So we're in like the outer circle of the dungeon, and we have this, I believe it's like a Striga or something, and her health increases every time she deals damage to us. So maybe if we can get like 5 and 1, that would be great. She does also give us a red potion though. We'll see how that works, but our AI is going to draft that last die, which is the end of round 2. we're set up pretty well to complete our first ritual, but we got a level 3 monster as well, so that might be a little tricky to deal with. We have 2, 6, 6 for our white dice, and for our black dice, we have 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we need 1, 2 to get just to the point of completing our ritual. But again, we want to speed through it as much as possible, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4 would end us in the light, which gets us -2 to the die roll, which could be pretty good. So I say, you know what? Let's do it. Let's take a 6, take the full 4 movement. 1, 2, we're going to complete this ritual where we have to cross off 2 of these extra damage skills. And then we come back out, 3, and we'll keep moving up, I think, 4. So we end on a torch space. We get -2 to our die roll. We also get a yellow attack. I think right down the middle is not bad, but I would also like to get more skills. I don't think that will hit her feet if we go for this one here. Are there any other viable ones? We could just miss her completely, but that doesn't seem great. I might use one more yellow potion just to see if we would hit her toes or not. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, just barely, we would. So let's go for the toe tickle, shall we? Boom, because that also gives us another one of our connection skills. Then we're gonna roll the black die. We're already on a lit space, so we get -2, -1 overall. It's a 5, so that's -3, which brings us down to a 2. And we deal, we get 1 less if we're in the dark, but we're not in the dark. So we take 1 point of damage, which means that she gets an additional health. Oof, I'm not a fan of that. But it is what it is. They're gonna draft a 6. Do we wanna move 4 again? I mean, it feels like we just should, right? So let's do it. We're gonna take this 5. We move 1. Do we wanna get this potion though? This one lets us draw a 2 centimeter line anywhere. That seems worth it. 2, back out for 3, and then 4. So we're in the dark. We're going to get this red potion, and it's worth noting that we can use up to 1 of each type of potion. So 1 of these triangle potions and 1 of these circle potions each turn. And we're going to do a blue attack. So can we tickle those toes? If we go here, no. I'm looking at this key because we're right by a chest. That would be really good to get if we can. We can go blue to, nope. I was thinking blue to blue, but I think that's just going to miss it. Blue to red down here, I think also might miss it. So the other priority is doing damage to the monster. Blue to blue might hit it. I think if we go blue to blue, I'm worried that it'll be between her foot and the key, which is not great. Let's do blue to red, definitely won't hit her. Maybe we should just set ourselves up for more damage. Maybe we should just go blue to red and get the damage here. Oh, it's so tough to know. Okay. Yeah, this level 3 monster is way harder than the level 1 mimic we started with, if you hadn't noticed. So we're gonna go bam, right across the middle. And we get an extra damage here. Let's go ahead and roll that die for her attack. We have a 5, -1 is 4, which would be 2 damage to us. But I think we're going to use our dodge here and move 1. And since we're only moving 1, I believe we can use our key to move in to this chest room and get a piece of equipment. So let's go ahead and take the extra damage when we're in the dark, because I think we're going to try to end in the dark and draft a lot of black dice based on our other skill as well. We avoided damage. We moved away. We got a new piece of equipment. Things are looking up. The 6 is gone. And let's take the black 4 now for a green attack. Is that what we want to do? Probably, because I think we can get 2 hits here. So let's take that die. We get 4 movement. We're in the chest room. 1. If we go on this trap, we take 3 damage, but I'm going to use this instant effect to negate that. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. We could get another green potion, or we could get a yellow potion again. I think getting more damage would be good, and we'll get the yellow potion on the way anyway. So let's do that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. And now we're going to draw our line. So we have green. I want to go from here to here. That looks like it would hit twice, 1 and 2. So hopefully that is accurate. Or do I go from green to red? I think that would only hit once on the foot, but it would get us a key. but we're not near a chest, so I'm gonna go for big damage here. Going from this green up here to this blue. Okay, and we've got like so. Whoops, my ruler moved a little bit. Let's retry that. So we've done 2 points of damage right on the stomach and right on the tippy of the toe. Okay, that is the tip of the toe, right? My ruler moved a little bit, so we're just going to line it up and make absolutely sure that that is accurate. Okay, boom, boom. Let's hold this down and draw a line. Real precise. Put a little bit of pressure on it. Oh, you know what? I think we just barely missed. Wah, wah. That's not great. But we did get her right on the stomach, so she'll take 1 damage finally. We could deal extra damage with this skill. I don't know that we want to. Maybe we'll save that for the very end. And then we're going to roll for her. Do we want to use a torch? I don't think so. We have a 6, great, which is -1, which is 5, which brings us to 3. Oh my gosh. We do take 1 less, so we only take 2, but that would actually kill us. So we do have to block at least 1, and we'll take 2 of those damage. Actually, let's block 2 of them, but then we don't have enough for our ritual. Oh gosh. Do we think we can get more? There's 1 there. Oh, but we do 1 more damage for being in the dark, so there's that at least. I think we block, no, we just have to block 1 because there's no way, I mean, if we get this and kill her, then we'll have enough. So I think we do block both, which means she doesn't heal or get additional health. And that is the end of our 3rd round. So we're just about halfway here. Let's roll again and see what we get. We have a 1, a 6, and a 4, or 1, 4, 6, as some would say. And then we have a 1, a 3, and a 4. Okay, so speed maybe isn't our friend here. Maybe we just need to get more health, which speed would help us with, to be fair. We have green, which could be good if we get some hits in there, perhaps. Let's take this for green. Oh my gosh. Famous last words. We get 4 movement. So let's move into the well. 1, 2, 3, 4. We end on this yellow, which gives us another yellow potion. We get 2 more health from that well. At least we're healing up a bit. And then we get a green attack. So where do we want to attack? Here to here doesn't seem great. Here to here seems a little better. We might get the arm and the leg, which is 2. But if I can get here, that would be glorious. If we can do like a green to a red, and if I do the 2 centimeter, we can do a whole bunch of damage to her. But we need this as well. Oh, I forgot about that, which the green is right there. We could go from that green to this green and hit her elbow for later, which isn't super great, but I don't know how else we would get that skill other than going from blue to yellow. So this skill is going to be a wash no matter what. We might as well do it while we have the green. We will have to cross this off to connect to a previously placed dot though. So let's do green to green. Set up for some combos on the ye old arm. And then we're going to roll for her damage. Do we want to use a torch? The problem is if we use a torch, we subtract 2 from the die roll, but we subtract 1 heart for being in the dark. So I think we just save the torch for when we use a white die. Let's go ahead and roll it and see what happens. We have a 5, which becomes a 4, which is 2 points of damage. But because we have our bonus, we only take 1, and she heals 1 as well. Not the best round. She had a net gain of 1 health, which is not what we like to see, but that is what it is. They're going to take the highest die, which is a 6. And then we are going to probably keep going fast and furious, I think. Yeah, and then we can go red to yellow, which may kill her if we're lucky. So we get 3 movement. Do we get the well? 1, 2, 3. And then we end on the trap and don't take damage from it. So we heal 2 more, which is pretty good. And then we are going to do a red attack. And we wanted to do red to yellow here. Oh, I forgot to circle my skill that we did get though. So we're just gonna go straight down the middle-ish. Not quite, but close. From red to yellow. Boom and boom. Oops. I need to hold it. It's a little slippery with the lamination. There we go. And we have done, oh, we didn't quite hit that intersection. I mean, it's close, but we did get the little bitty heel of her foot, which is 1, 2, 3 here. And we're in the dark, so we deal 1 additional. And we can use that green potion to finish her off, and she can't do damage to us. So let's do that as well. We're gonna cross off one of these last ones here and do 1 last damage. Excellent. So we get a red potion, triangle type. This allows us to damage ourselves to do 2 points of damage. And we get a skill of our choice, which gets us the, what did we need for up here? The shield skill. Right, for that ritual. Now, as the skills go down, they get progressively better and better. So that's a little unfortunate that we'll be wasting a block 2 health. We're in level 3, so we get another level 3. Ooh, spiders, ooh, gross. And they're gonna draft the next highest die, which is this 4. So do we want 1 movement? Or do we want 3 movement? 3 movement gets us to the ritual, so boom, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. We're going to cross off 2 of these shield skills. And, oh, what type of attack does that give us? I didn't even look. We get a blue attack. If we want to, we could try to. Now, these spiders are unique because for every spider that's not killed, there's like 5 separate ones that we have to kill. It gets +1 to its die roll. We could do blue and line ourselves up to kill those 2 potentially, but we also want to get some skills maybe. So this like blue to this blue doesn't do much. This blue to this green doesn't do much. Blue to yellow could be good for killing spiders, but not great for skills. Blue to green, we would get this one. Let's do the blue to yellow because I'm thinking we'll use our 2 centimeter line to hopefully kill 1 or more of them. Otherwise, we're gonna be taking all the damage. Yeah, let's try it. We have there, line it up. Boom. Ooh, a little squeaky. Okay, if I use the 2 centimeter line, could we hit 2 of them? No, because we can't intersect. What was I thinking? Ugh, we'll just not use that. Just kidding. I could take 1 damage to kill 2 though. Maybe we do that? That seems like the best use of our potion so that we get -2 to the die roll, or it won't get +2 rather. And which 2 will be the hardest to kill? I think getting these grouped up should be fine. Which ones line up with skills though is what I'm thinking. Not a lot of them. Okay, cool. That's fine too. Or let's kill these 2 little guys. Yeah, boom, boom. Top 2 boys, you are dead. Sorry about that. Okay. So it's going to get +3 to its die roll. So let's see what we get. We have a 1. Hey, that's great. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. -1 is 2, which is only 1 heart, and we block it because we're in the dark. Thank goodness. Now, unfortunately, our shiv doesn't deal extra damage, just FYI, because each of the monsters takes a single damage. So even if we intersect this one, like this guy can't take 2 points of damage. So that's not super awesome for us, but we are 2/3 of the way through and we've completed 2/3 of our ritual. So it's looking like we're on track, but we also only have 2 health. So we'll see what exactly happens there. We have a 5 and a 6, big movement. Like to see that. A 2, a 5, 5, and a 6. Okay. We're playing fast and loose with all these black dice, but this character really kind of rewards us for that. So I think we're going to keep going. We can get another green potion. Ooh, and a purple potion. Hell yeah, let's do it. And if I get this blue and red, blue and yellow, I want this. How do I get this? A red and a green would get me that, probably. Is there a way to get it with blue and yellow? Those are the 2 highest ones. We really need to be able to block damage and negate trap damage potentially. And we also need this skill here to connect to previously connected ones because that's our last ritual that we need. So how do we get that one? A red and a green, which again is not blue or yellow. That's unfortunate. So I think we might have to take this 6 instead and only move 2. Oh, I hate that. You know what? No, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this 6. We're gonna move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get a green potion and we get a purple potion. And we are going to pop off with this purple potion here because what this allows us to do is connect 4 points on our monster. So maybe we can kill it and get a bunch of skills. So the first one I'm gonna do is we wanted to get this skill here. I do believe that in order to do that, we can do this green to red. So let's do that first. And maybe we'll kill a spider in the meantime. So we have boom. All right, there's 1. We intersect right over his little leggy. Perfect. That guy's dead. We also get our multi-connect skill, and then we can connect from one of these to another point. Can we get that blue up there? No, but if I go up to this red, I could get it. No, I can't, because that red needs to go to that green. Oh yeah. So yeah, let's do that. So we go green to red now. Line it up, push it down, do all the things, good. So we get another block, which blocks 2, and we can have an instance of negating trap damage. Then we have, that was 1, 2, boom, boom, and we get one more. Who can we kill? If I go down here, is it gonna hit the leg and kill this big boy? I think it might. Or do we go for a skill? No, we gotta try it. Okay, so red to green, it's Christmas, baby. Or something. Sha. Did we get him? Uh-oh. Nope, that was a miss. Very nice, 10 out of 10. Flawless execution. So we have 2 alive. We can use, oh, we can't use the 2 centimeter because we already used one of these potions. Shoot, we could use our green to kill one more, but that seems not great. It's this one and this one that are still alive. Oh, we definitely could have just gone here and killed that one. I don't know what I was thinking. We get a yellow. Yellow to yellow up there gets us more damage. Yellow to green here. Kills, nope, they're already dead. We need this one here. How do we get up to him? Yellow to blue, probably. Hopefully this works. Yellow to blue. Shoop. And did we get him right on the booty? Oh my gosh, it's another miss. Ooh, baby. We are just striking out. I should have used that yellow potion. They're gonna roll to damage us now. Hopefully they whiff. 2 plus 2 minus 1 is 3. Which is 2 points of damage minus 1, which means we take 1 damage. We have 1 health left. Oh my word. They're gonna draft the 6. We need to hustle. We're gonna kill him. We have a green, a blue. How can we kill this guy? We can't unless we connect to a previously connected one or we do red and green. Neither of these are red or green. This is red. Or can we kill this one using one of the ones that we've done already? Yellow to blue would work. We're gonna kill him, so I don't care that we're taking a black die. We'll do our movement first. 1, 2, 3, negate the trap damage. And then, because that would be 3 points of damage in a level 3 zone. No, thank you. 4, we get a torch, which our character doesn't really benefit from torches, so that's whatever. And then we get a yellow connection, a blue connection. That's what I said. We're going blue to this yellow. Make sure that's nice and steady. I feel like I'm shooting pool. I don't know what that's called when they line up the cue and they're really precise in there. Good, right on them, bam. And then we're going to definitely use this 2 centimeter red potion to finish off this last boy in the middle. 2 centimeters, we'll hit him twice just out of spite, cause why not? Oh, could we get a skill? No, he's too far away. We could have if we planned that out better, but we did not. Boom, boom. So they are dead. We do get one of these red circle potions for another 2 centimeters. Pretty great. And then we also get a skill of our choice. We did say we wanted more of the connect, but I think blocking damage is going to be better for us or doing more damage. If we get the connects, we can also move 4, which can get us to the end faster. And hopefully we can get there before another monster kills us. So that's a level 3 monster. We're back in level 2, baby. Actually, we haven't gotten a level 2 monster yet. So there he is, bam. Ooh, this guy, if you break the chains, if you cross through him, then he does more damage to you. So we don't want to do that. And then we are going to get attacked by the monster, but they're dead. Ha, suck it. For our last trick. We have this 3 and 4 movement too. Okay, so we're just gonna pop off here real quick. 3 movement, we can do 1 to get the yellow, and then 2, 3, actually 4 first to end on the trap. And what do y'all know? We'll use that 3 to go 1, 2, and then we cross that off. We cross off these 2, and we have completed the ritual. Ooh, that was pretty close. We only had 1 health left. I think going around the edge in the level 3 zones was really risky because we had a lot of those really tough monsters, but we got that purple potion just in time, which I think really served us a huge benefit. Pretty okay with time, but we were definitely looking a little low on health there. But luckily, we have come out victorious. So there you have it. That is a solo playthrough of Dungeons of the Oak Dell. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love dark high fantasy, but this particular aesthetic and presentation really reminds me of a lot of the games that I grew up playing, like King's Quest, where you're going through each room, the monster pops up, you have to do the damage to it. Like, it invokes that nostalgia for me. I really enjoy the fact that this is a unique feeling roll and write, which is something that I don't often see. Usually it's like check, 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 combo, 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 or draw the things, connect stuff on your board. But Dungeons of the Oak Dell has such a cool mixture of things that I haven't quite seen before. I love the dice drafting and route building with going through the dungeon, getting that resource management in order to have the right potions and the right XP and leveling up your character. It creates a really nice build throughout the playthrough where you really feel like you're leveling up and getting stronger as you progress. And the combat system, maybe I live under a rock, but I don't think so. I've never seen anything quite like it, and it is so cool. The placement of all the dots, you can tell, is very strategically laid out, where you have to make some in-the-moment decisions, as you would if you were traveling through a dungeon of, okay, well, I can damage the creature now, or I can set myself up for a big combo later, or do I go and grab that potion that's laying there and not do damage this round? It's really interesting how that all comes together and how it is actually very surprisingly thematic. In addition to the unique characters, I love the monsters, that most of them have a certain weak spot or a little trick to them that makes them unique. It definitely invokes on a small scale a kind of Souls-like feel where you really have to get an idea and a sense of that specific enemy and how you can best defeat them. I also think that the various game modes are super cool. You can either fight that final boss or you can try to complete the ritual. And I think both are viably interesting and engaging in their own way. Since this is a print and play, I will say too that the build is really straightforward. Just printing out the maps, character sheets, and enemies, boom, 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 you're good to go. And I'm really excited to see what additional content they'll be releasing upon launch and in the future. Overall, if you're looking for a truly unique roll and write experience that you can play solo or with multiple people, then definitely be sure to check out Dungeons of the Oak Dell. And that's about all the time we have for today. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, you know the drill. You can subscribe and like. Ooh, I switched it up that time. If you want to support the channel, it does really mean a lot. And if you want to go a further step and sign up for a membership, you can do that for as low as 99 cents per month. As always, thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So let's see. We have, oh,